Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another edition of the Good, the Bad, the Ugly, the Juice Review Show, brought to you by the Department of Inhaled Vapors. Now, the two I want to show you today, because I've been what is commonly known as a slightly lucky bastard and won a few competitions on Twitter. So the two I want to show you today are from Tmax, and one for the old school vapors out here. You'll probably remember these guys. Dr. Stanley Clark's Snake Oil. And also their other one, The Sands of Time. I've got to state for the record, any views or opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I've not been paid to do this review. I've also not paid for the product. I won these in a competition that they set on Twitter. Also got to state for the record, individual setups, taste preferences, power levels will alter what you get from a juice. I can only personally tell you what I'm getting myself. My weapon of choice today will be the RX Gen 3, and that's got the Mako Dripper dual coiled to 0.21. Just want to say a few things. I did a review on the RX 3, Gen 3, about 3 weeks ago now, I think. A little update I'd just like to give. I don't know if you can just see that. The paint is coming off. It's coming off on that bottom bit and also on the top, just above where the green's coming off as well. It's a very, very thin layer on top. This hasn't been abused. That is mainly pocket damage, and it's coming off. The other thing I did state in that I had worries about this door because it doesn't sit flush. It's flush in the centre, bulges out at the sides. It's the same problem that a lot of these ones with the bottom door have. You rest it on a surface and it doesn't sit flush because of that bulging. It does annoy me. There's no need for it. But apart from that, the mod itself is working fine. It does feel a bit sturdier, to be honest, apart from that bit and now the paint. Anywho, on to the review. I'm going to start off with the boxes and all the other doodahs and gibbons that we now get with them. Right, here we have it. I'll do it with the Sands of Time one. Massive! This product contains nicotine, which is a highly addictive substance, which they've been told to put on there, even though we all know it's not. What we got on here? We got on the side, just to tell you how much you've got in the box. As you see, I won 200ml boxes, which thanks to the TPD is now 10 times 10ml bottles. On the side, right, and on the back, got a little bit there. It's not going to come into focus to save my butt. Basically, toxic in contact with the skin, keep out the reach of children, avoid release to the environment. If on skin, wash with plenty of soap and water. Call a poison centre stroke doctor if you're feeling unwell. Only for use in electronic cigarettes. Please refer to the leaflet, which I shall get to in a minute. Further information, this product is only intended for purchase and use by adults of legal age. Then we've got the little ingredient bit there. We've got the ECID number, the batch number, the best before, nicotine per dose, which in this case is a 3mg per milliliter or 0.3%, net 30ml per bottle. We've also got their physical address and a telephone number and the website address on there, so if there is any problems or you have any questions about this product, you can get in contact with the company. It's all there on the back. Right, onto the label. Now, when you open your box, whether you get a 3, 5, 8 or 10 bottle box, you'll get this. You'll get this lovely little leaflet on the front there, just showing you how to actually get into the bottle and how you should refill if you're using a tank. But of course, all tanks are different way you have to refill them, but it's just giving you a basic idea. Also telling you the size of the nozzle on this one is a 2.6mm. Right, now on one side we've got, by the looks of French, and here's the English side. Use of precautions. Do not use in dry herb vaporizers or other equipment causing combustion. Do not light with a flame. Yes, do not do a dot cotton with your vape device. Avoid skin contact. Do not ingest. Do not inhale the liquid directly. Now, what you're doing when you're vaporizing it, you're kind of inhaling it directly. That one always gets me a little bit. I know kind of how they mean, but according to that, do not sniff out the bottle. No, that shouldn't be a problem either. Unless you actually If they said do not snort, I could understand, but do not inhale. Do not inject under the skin. I think there was one case of a guy who tried to commit suicide that way. Avoid contact with the eyes and nose. Oh, I won't be doing a nose hit with this one then. Do not open the safety cap with teeth. Yes, correct. Do not attempt to remove the tip-filled dropper. Well, to be fair, since everything went to 10ml, there's a lot less of that happening because no one really wants to reuse these bottles for any homebrew or anything now because they've already got a bigger bottle, which they're doing that to fill them up with. Nicotine is highly addictive. Oh god, it's the TPD version of California's Prop 65. It's balls. It's still making nicotine the bad guy. Nicotine was never the bad guy. It was all the other crap they put in it. Remember, we live for the nicotine, die from the tar. The nicotine dose is found on the label per yes. Nicotine dose per liquid is the same. Yes, fair enough. The e-liquid is not recommended for use by non-smokers. Okay. E-liquid containing nicotine is prohibited to people under the age of 18. Correct. Do not recommend for pregnant women. I've still got a little with that one. If you've got a pregnant woman who is smoking, I think it is a lot safer if they went on to this than carried on smoking. So there are a slight grey area on that one. And people with cardiovascular problems. Operating instructions. Please refer to the diagram above. On the other page. Ensure the tamper evidence seal is intact before first opening. Shake well before use. The use of protective gloves while handling is recommended. I've never seen anyone, go, I've got a bit here, I'm going to be putting on protective gloves to fill my device. If I was making it and using 72mg nicotine, yes, I would be wearing protective gloves. I'm using 0.3 or 3mg nic. I'm not wearing gloves while I'm doing this. A simple wash will sort that out if I make a boo-boo. I can't believe I just used the word boo-boo, but there we go. This bottle is fitted with a child-resistant cap to open the bottle, push the cap. If you need instructions of how to open a bottle, you shouldn't be out alone. Toxicology. E-liquid containing nicotine in a concentration between 1 and 5mg is harmful through skin contact. A simple wash will get rid of it. E-liquid containing nicotine in a concentration between 6 and 20mg is toxic by skin contact. Once again, a simple wash will get rid of it. In case of accident, in case of skin contact, wash thoroughly with soap and water. If in contact with the eyes, rinse with water for blah 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 blah. It's swallowed. Do not induce vomiting. Do not give fluids. If you feel unwell, immediately consult a poison control. Blah blah blah. Right, now there's one bit here. Well, there's two bits here in a minute, but right, adverse side effects. Right, prolonged inhalation of e-liquid can cause coughing, headaches, nasal congestion, sore throat, nervousness, dry mouth, heat, heartburn, tightness in the chest, dehydration, rapid or irregular heartbeat, dizziness or nausea. If the presence of one of the or more of these symptoms, discontinue product consumption immediately. Now, every single vapor at some point would have experienced one of them. Me included, just there. No one's going to be using e-liquid if we follow that. If we personally haven't had enough water and we're vaping, we're going to be dehydrated. Waste disposal. Now this is the one that gets me because it's a subject that's quite close to my heart because I work at a recycling centre. I work quality assurance in a recycling centre. So basically, we sample all the stuff that's coming in, and also the end product. Now these 10ml bottles has become an unknown problem because they're so small. They kind of can fall straight through our machinery when it's sorting out things. This would be classed as near enough a fine because it's so small. So yes, it is recyclable, but due to the size of it, it's not going into plastics. It's going in through to another area. So these aren't really big enough to be recycled, be classed as a good piece of recycling because they're so small. Which has created a little bit of a problem on that one now, because yes, they're totally right. That bottle is fully recyclable. a lot of recycling machines that will drop through because of the size of it. So yeah, that is actually something in favour of bigger bottles, because that's potentially not going where it should do because of the size of it. Storage, normal there, and of course once again the address. It's all you need. Some of these I've opened them up like a bloody AA road map and filled the room up. That's all I need. It's a nice little label. There's a nice little leaflet. There's some things in there I don't agree with, but I can move on. Anyway, onto the bottles. Bottles are basic. Bottles are exactly all they needed to be. Of course, we've got the warning diamond on there as well. Same information as what you got on the back. So, which one we're going to start with? I'm going to start with. Now, I know that one's got aniseed and stuff. I'm going to start with Sands of Time. So, when I started vaping 5 years ago, I think about 4 years ago, these guys came out. Something like that. And they were rarer than rocking horse shit to try and get hold of. And they were going for silly money for 10 mils and 30 mils. As I say, Sands of Time I never got to try. But I did manage to get hold of a couple of bottles of snake oil in the past. And that it's one I enjoyed, but haven't been able to get for a long while. So to actually see this pop up cheered me up a little bit. Anyway, Sands of Time. Now, like I said, this is a 3 milligram, and because this is the high VG, this is an 80-20 VG-PG blend. Here we go. I'm going to start at 3.7 volts, or 65.2 watts. Here we go. A little bit of throat hit. Very bizarre flavour. Starts off, you get a really nice lemon. I mean, a lot of lemon. There's a creamy back note to that as well. It kind of gives it a slight of a... It's like maybe lemon curdy, but then elements of lemon cheesecake because of the creaminess and the lemon. The bizarre bit, and it's not bizarre in a bad way, it's very unusual. So there's a slight floral note also that comes in on that exhale and blends in with this lemon creaminess you've got in your mouth. It's definitely a lemon cheesecake topping. There's no biscuit base to this. So that's slightly, it's not overpowering on the floral one. It's not like those little floral sweets you used to get that just tasted like you drunk your mum's perfume. It's just enough to give a different edge. As you see, cloud production is exactly what you expect from an 80-20. That's nice. It does make afterwards. It is a bit lip smacking. The lemon's not overdone. The cream hasn't obliterated anything. And just that little edge of floral note. I'm going to go up to 4. I'm going to go up to 76.2 watts. Oh. The lemon creaminess at the beginning now is absolutely gorgeous. Everything's just wrapped up a little bit. It's a bit more smoother, a bit more creamier. Definitely more of a lemon cheesecake topping flavour now. Still got that little floral note at the end, which just blends in and mixes with every flavour that you got in your mouth on that exhale. Kind of wish I tried this one earlier now. So Tmax only... if you go on their site, it just comes up with these two. And like I'm saying, they're available in basically 3x10, 5x10, 8x10, and of course these big boys, the 10x10. It's really nice. Cloud production is great, so obviously the Crowd Bro gang will be absolutely happy. Flavour gang will be happy as well. It's a very nice, pleasant, smooth flavour. It's not a spiky lemon. It's not one that make you do that. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, tell you that cream and that little floral note is actually does give it a lovely edge. Right, I'm going to go up to 84 watts or 4.2 volts, basically a full battery on a single 18650 mech. Just going to have a little top up on that. Pleased to say it also keeps the wicks clean. There's no like over sweetened saccharine crap. I'm not getting that flavour through it. It's just a very, very, very nice desserty type flavour. There we go. There's a little bit of throat hit now from the lemon. Nothing too over the top. The lemon has come a lot stronger now. The cream's taken a bit of a back step. The VGs make my nose run. It's nice. It's just really, really nice. I could quite happily vape that all day. It's kind of, to be fair, it's kind of a Sunday afternoon vape. It's one means to actually. Now that floral note has come through a bit stronger. It comes through a lot. It's lasting a lot longer. Still working well with the lemon, but it has produced a different flavour. This floral lemon with just a dollop of cream now instead of a pour of cream. Yeah, I can thoroughly recommend that. If you're a fan of lemon cheesecake, if you're a fan of a lower down, more of a lemon curdy stroke cheesecake topping flavour, with something that's just a little bit different on the end, give that one a go. That's Dr. Stanley Clark's Sands of Time from Tmax. Yeah, it's bizarrely different and oddly nice. I think someone I think I was in Safer Vapors described it as oddly delicious, and I think that hits the note right. That hits the nail right on the head. It is bizarre, but it's very, very nice. And we'll give this a quick blowout. And I shall go on to the old school favourite, snake oil. I've not had this in years. I've not had this in years, so I'm so happy to win this comp. Once again, this is an 80-20. Let's just take this down to 3.7 again, and we'll give it a blast. So there, we're back down to 65.1, which is 3.7 volts. Oh, this one is a different beast to the first one. Very, very, very strong lemon. No fruit hit. On the inhale, you get that very strong lemon, and that's backed by a note of aniseed, and not too much, just enough to let you know it's there. As you exhale, you get a lovely menthol cool blast come over this as well. The lemon's it is a more in your face one. That one, the first one was very subtle, it's very smooth. This one is lemon. And then you get those little notes of aniseed twirled in with it. And then that exhale is just a cool menthol blast. Mm. I can't remember what the ratio was when snake oil first came out. I'm sure it was a 50-50, something like that. But I'm pleased to say that going up to an 80-20 VGPG now, you've not lost that flavour. Just got the added bonus of clouds with it as well. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I will go up to 4 volts. It's a cloud envelops the room. Yeah, I'm going back to 76.2 watts. The lemons is a lot more. There's kind of a sweet edge to it. It's more like a sugared lemon. Kind of like a pancake topping when you put your sugar and your lemon on. Kind of that. Still got that menthol blast, which come across a bit stronger now. Still no fruit hit, which is a bonus. The aniseed comes more into play higher up, which has altered the flavour yet again. It's more of a lemony aniseed now, but like I say, that sugary lemon kind of does give it a pancake topping taste. But then you get that aniseed as well, which then changes it. Then you see, and then you get that nice fresh blast at the end. I'm going to go up to 4.2. Gone up to 84 watts. There we go. Higher up, this one plays better, I feel. The lemon and the aniseed both come out round about the same strength, altering the flavour yet again. This is why I always encourage people to play around with their settings, their power settings, because everyone's got a sweet spot. Everyone's tastes are different. Like I said before, I'm just personally giving you what I'm getting myself. But I always encourage people to play around with the settings. That's the problem I find with mechs. If you have a mech, if you try a juice on full power, and you go, I really, really like that. By the time you reach half power, you might go, oh, this isn't how I remembered it. This tastes a bit off. I like something where you can set the power level so you can keep it at where you want that juice to be. No, it's just as I remembered it, and that has brought back so many happy memories of my earlier days of vaping. If you want to try something just a little bit different, if you haven't tried this before, get on that one. Snake Oil, Dr. Stanley Clark's Snake Oil by Tmax Juices. Well, that brings me to the end of this review. If you have enjoyed what you've watched today, please like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. And I'll be back soon with some more reviews. Have got the whole range of Vape Labs Refresh coming up on the next one. I've also got Tokyo Banana and Avocado Dream, which is something a little bit different there. It's actually one. And I have got 3 from the Raw range coming up as well. So, see you all later, people, and I'll be back.